Hello, hello, good evening, and Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? Thank you. Who is with me? Oh, Anabia. Sorry, my dear, I am coming very late after a month, I think, because I was very busy. This December month is marriage month. Many people decided to arrange their marriages in this season. So we too decided to do the marriage of my daughter. I was very busy the whole month. The marriage party was set in 16th of December and 17 was the last reception. So I was free, but after in intense cold weather after marriage, I was ill, so I could not hold a live session for you. But today I tried to do something in front of you. Yes, Anabia, everything is okay and fine. अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह शादी बहुत अच्छी हो गई, खैरियत से होगी. बहुत ज़्यादा सर्दी थी, उसके बाद मैं बीमार हो गई. फिर अल्लाह का शुक्र है अब बेहतर हूँ, नहीं तो बहुत ज़्यादा बीमार हो गई थी, ठंड लग गई थी असल में. As you know, whenever I do any work of knitting or crocheting, I prefer to do work or manage a shot for my channel. And when I uploaded a shot about this knitting, people ask me about knitting and they watch how I was casting stitches. They were very interested to know how I cast stitches. Soon I will manage, or maybe today, I will, after the completion of this cap, I will show you how I managed to do cast stitches, because I prefer to start with two double yarn, to cast stitches with double yarn. So the edge looks very nice. There are 2, 3 ways to cast stitches, but I prefer to cast stitches with 2 loops. Kindly wait, I will try to show you how I can cast stitches with double loop, because with single loops it's not looks. When you do with single yarn, this edge is not as beautiful as this is looking. Kindly wait a little. I bring a new yarn and cast stitches in front of you that you come to know how I am casting stitches. Hello, Jankar. How are you? I don't understand what do you mean. Do you pick or threw? In both ways, sometime I pick and sometime I threw. Kindly watch how I cast stitches. I'm just doing in front of you that you should come to know. When you will see how I am making this cap, it will be quite easy for you. But for the beginning, must learn how I cast stitches. Some people do cast like this way, but it's not look so good. Kindly watch. People keep this corner of yarn at this place and keep insert their needle and stick in this way and they cast like this way. But and some people do this way. Quite easy and simple, but it's difficult to knit the first row. You know how close the stitches are. So it's not the proper way to start knitting. So it's looking so easy and simple, but it's not the good way. I want to show you how you can start your knitting with good method that you make your pattern or especially sweaters or caps border like this way. Kindly watch. I always prefer to do this is my mother method. She learnt very old times from their colleagues. She was nurse. No, don't keep long tail. Just keep at first try to do double your yarn. Okay? This will be the at this side. At first you will have to do I'm not making so much long that you should not understand well. Just remember, at first you will double your yarn in this way. this way, and this is not too long, but I think it's still long for you guys. Yes, it's enough, I think. This way, keep your yarn double, and then you will turn your this side from your left side. Okay, keep in mind, and always do work and casting with two sticks, not just for one, because when you do in just one stick, it's a very hard to do the first row. So with always cast with two sticks. You will see how I manage. Keep at this end, you will have that kind of loop, and on the left side you have that kind of loop. Okay, always keep that kind of edge turning point, and the starting point is here. And then you will join your two sticks in your hand, and then you will do this way. And at first, your first stitch will be double, like this way. It will keep tight and hold your the remaining stitches tight. Again, I will do in front of you. Kindly watch keenly. At first, you will do under two sticks and two, and the first stitch will be also with double yarn, like this way, because it hold the tight your first stitch. When you will knit it as a one stitch, but when you do starting, you just do with two yarn, but at this place you will do two and then over this yarn, this way. You will see at the end your edge is very beautiful because of double yarn. Always keep two needles, this and this way. Two and this way. Actually, you are making this edge beautiful because of your double yarn. Although it's a very thin yarn, but when you will start your work, this double yarn edge is very nice and beautiful. And the benefit of two sticks, that you can easily knit your first row easily. This is the way you can cast your stitches beautiful. Again, keep and then pull through and in this way. Regularly you will tighten it. I will show you how you can make your rows beautiful. Two and this way. After many days, I came in front of a live session, not as much enthusiastic. I was enthusiastic, but I think continuity is very important for your good work. I was very ill, but I prefer to come today in a live session and tell you how you can start your knitting with good way. You can see how the stitches are looking nice. Whenever you will find the exact number of your knitting, excuse me, then after completing the exact number which you thought you will make this thing for this, any cap, sweater, or maybe socks, anything, when after casting that kind of loops on your two needles or sticks, you will have to pull one stick off. Pull through like this way, one, and this. This is this is the wrong side and this is the right side. So you can see how soft and easy your starting row is. Start you can easily start your knitting. I always prefer to knit first stitch because when you stitching with needle at the end, so when you don't knit, it looks loose. So this is the wrong side, so I am doing the purl stitching. This is called purl stitch, like this. Many beginners can avail this benefit, and if you are interested, you can message me. After learning this, I will show you how I am making a cap. You can easily make your cap. This is purl stitching. Yes, Jankar, your way is good to keep long tail, because at the end you have the benefit that you should not attach the extra yarn to stitch. This is the purl stitching. You know, the first stitch I made with double yarn because I want to make it tight, so you will knit it as a one stitch like this, and then you will pull up this way. In this way you can cast stitches and make your knitting. I was ill, I had a throat infection, so kindly ignore it. My throat is not supporting me as I do early. Now this is garter stitch. This is the right side. insert needle, and this is a garter stitch. After this, I will show you I am making a cap. For after watching this, you would be able to make your cap easily. The main thing was how to cast stitches good way. Always do in this way so your pattern will look very nice and beautiful, and it seems like machine work. This is garter stitching. You can see the cap I am making. This is garter stitch and this is purl stitch. This resemble with it, and the wrong side garter stitching is resembling with this. I think I should do 1-2 more rows to understand you well, especially for beginners, how you can make your pattern and try knitting. Knitting work is more beautiful than crocheting because it's a very neat and small stitches. Again, on first stitch, I prefer to do work on first stitch. Many people just pick it up without knitting, but I do prefer first stitch. This is purl stitching. I'm trying to show you. I think camera is helping you. In this way you can start knitting. I will help you step by step. I will show you how you can decrease and how you can increase. Okay, this is wrong side. This stitch is called purl stitch. In our language it's called wrong side. This is wrong side. You can see it's resembling with this. I think I should keep it close to you that you should understand well. You can see this is because in this pattern I am doing 4 purl stitching, 4 garter. And from this side it's garter stitch. I think I should do 2 more rows for your learning. This is garter stitch. Thank you. Thank you. Who joins me? I'm happy after a long time. I came after a very long time, but 61 people are watching. I am happy now. Just 65. Thank you very much. Kindly do like and do subscribe. If you want to learn simplest way to learn crocheting or knitting. Although I started my channel for crocheting, but I received some kind of orders about making socks or caps. Winter is busy month for me to making caps or socks or some kind of shawls, scarves. So they prefer to I should work with knitting. So I decided that I should also do some stitches of this kind of knitting in front of you, that you should also work on these. This is purl stitching and this is garter stitching. You can see how nice it's looking. I think you understand well how you can start your knitting work. It's a small tip. I will also upload short video on my channel soon. Then you would be able to watch it again and again. Actually, I was making a cap, so I decided to do some work in front of you, that you should also learn how to make a cap. I am keeping it aside. Soon you will see the casting video on my channel and this knitting work, how you can make your things with these two simplest stitches. Although I know many tips and tricks about making caps, but this is the simplest way which I am making a cap nowadays. I am making my sun cap You can see it's a little thick yarn because there is an intense cold in my countries nowadays. December month is always hard. These are 4 garter stitches and these are 4 purl stitches. Actually, this method is good for making caps, but when I find the my length according to the cap, then I decrease in these stitches. So this row sustain sustain its row and it looks beautiful. When I will complete it, I will upload it video and pictures of this. There are also many tutorials about cap finishing or tips and tricks you can watch on my channel, but it's the simplest way how you can make your cap. This is the best because if when sometime you do mistake and your stitches are increase, then this stretchy method of 4 garter and 4 purl sustain in shape your cap shape. Sorry. अनाबिया थैंक यू, आपकी दुआओं का बहुत शुक्रिया। बेटा मैं बिज़ी हो गई थी थोड़ा सा समझाने में, आपकी दुआओं का बहुत शुक्रिया। और आप आज सबसे पहले जीत गई कि मैं इतने दिनों के बाद आ जाई थी, लेकिन फिर भी आपने मुझे ज्वाइन कर लिया। आप लोग देख रहे होगे आज मेरा बैकग्राउंड भी वो नहीं आ रहा। एक्चुअली बाहर सर्दी बहुत थी, इसलिए मैंने रूम से ही लाइव करना सोच लिया। "69 people are watching, but I just received 6 likes. I want some more likes from your side. How was your Christmas?" Thank you, those people who are with me. May I know your name, please? When I will start decreasing, I will also do the live session for you guys that you should also learn how to decreasing in knitting or making cap. Thank you. Hi Bonnie, how are you? From where you are watching? Your name is very nice, Bonnie Pasty. Different name, Bonnie. Bonnie Patsy. Okay, okay. Are you interested? How was your Christmas? I'm very happy. My many followers, many subscribers, many friends are from US. So I think you guys are very faithful and very good friends always. I also have a Facebook page and there are many people, my friends. They became friends after a long time and most of them are from US. Thank you very much. Are you interested in learning knitting or all you already know knitting or have sense of crocheting? When your pull of hand is the same and your movement is same, your pattern always remains same, like this way. And this is the best, the best. I think I am working on caps. In whole my life, I made, I think, thousands of caps, but this is my most favorite pattern of cap because it's stretchy. Whenever you want to stretch, you can open it. If it's too little bigger than your size, then you can manage it, and if it's little short, it's also you can manage it. So this is the best pattern I ever made. Are you making something nowadays or just enjoying your new year coming, functions and parties? It's a very good hobby, especially for winter when the night set early. You can do a lot work with this skill. You feel very fulfilled after making any kind of work like this. I shall try to find the exact length which I want to make. Then when I will start decreasing, I will join you guys. You should, if you don't have time today, must watch the next live session. I will do it for decreasing of knitting stitches, because for making the shape of cap I will have to decrease the stitches at the top of the cap. Quite easy and simple. And I will do decreasing under these stitches, these pearl stitches, because it's easier to hide stitches in pearl stitching. So you can see how beautiful it. Hello sisters, how are you from where you are watching, and how many sisters. Your channel name is Sisters. Thank you to join me. This is pearl knitting, and this is garter. Yarn is very nice. It's helping me to pull through or dropping stitches very easily and comfortably. Thank you who joined me. Thank you for 7 likes. I am making a cap with 2 stitches of knitting, purl stitching and garter stitching. Navy blue color. Stick size is 8 in my country, but I think in your country it can be 4. Two types of stitching: knitting, purl stitching and garter stitching. In purl stitching, you do work from front side. You bring your yarn from back in front like this, and in garter stitching you do this way. This is garter stitching. Simply four purl and 4 garter. Any question you want to ask, you can ask in the session, and after session, those who will watch it later, they can message me. Soon I will upload video of casting stitches. You can avail and watch this. Today my workplace is different. You can see I did all my live session in my lounge, but today the weather is very cold, so I manage to sit in my room and trying. Although it's not so good view or it's disturbing me too, but it's okay that I am coming after many days. I think after a month I am coming live. Thanks to you all, those who support me and watch my channel. Thank you so much for your kindness and for your time. Kindly excuse me. My stand is not supporting me. Tomorrow I will try to manage a good place to do the live session. Yes, 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 Mel. It's knitting. Actually, it's my habit that whenever I do any kind of work or I have any order, I must display it or upload a shot about that work. I found an order about knitting socks, so I made it. And when I uploaded a video, many people were eager to learn knitting. So I decided to do some kind of knitting work for those who are interested. Although my channel name is DIY Crochet for Beginners, but I think those who are interested in crocheting, they also want to learn some kind of knitting. So I decided to do some kind of knitting work. I am making a cap. From where you are watching, Mel? You came very late. In the beginning, I do casting stitches of knitting. You can watch it from the beginning, and if you like my channel, kindly do subscribe for more good tips and tricks, especially it's for beginners. Okay, it's quite easy and simple. You should use you should use thick yarn, thick yarn and thick needles, mean sticks. So all otherwise it took very long time, but it's good. I think for scarf these stitches are enough. But for scarf, you don't have to choose that kind of knitting. Actually, it's a stretch knitting. You can see, you can easily stretch, open, and close it. It's preferably good for sweaters, cardigan, and for caps. But for scarf, you should have to do all the way purl so you can keep your stitches sustained. Quite simple and straight. I'm going to show you, I'm making another socks and I am doing all the way pearl knitting. And you can see how good the pearl knitting is, that when you do work with pearl knitting, your if you want to make scarf, you should do that kind of stitching all the way pearl. So when you do pearl and garter, you should you will have to do some kind of bend. But when you do all the way pearl from both sides, you can keep your pattern quite exact straight. So this is the best stitch for the scarf. And you can also do some on my channel there are two patterns for scarf. You can watch it, okay? Must watch. They are these pattern about crocheting, but if you want to do knitting, you should do this pearl stitching, okay? You can see that with pearl it's little bending, but you should have the scarf in straight position. Actually, I am making this a socks like this. You can see this is the toe. Yes, you can shout out how you want to show you shout out. Yes, O'Brien. From where, O'Brien, you were watching? I think, Mal, you understand well what I mean to say you and what I want to tell you about your scarf. Always do pearl stitching, okay? Then your scarf will be okay. Brian, from where you are watching? You should must watch. There are crochet scarf pattern on my channel. One chain and one double crochet, and the second row is quite all the way double crochet, then one chain, one double crochet. It's a very beautiful network. You can watch. Be connected, my dear, those who are watching. Hi, how are you? Iris, how are you? It always happen when I want to leave the session. Many people come and they start conversation with me, so I have to quit my idea or decision to leave the session. How are you, Iris? How are you? How was your Christmas? You guys are very nice and helpful for me. Although I am coming very late in live session, I was busy in the marriage party of my daughter. It is kindly type in English. Kindly type in English so everyone can understand well what you want to say. It is write in English or do setting on your keyboard for English language that I can understand well about your questions. Thank you for 8 likes. Thank you so much. I'm very thankful you guys supported me, and in a year my channel got monetization. Thank you so much. I further need your more help. Do support. No one more. Thank you for 8 likes. Oh my God, my cat is here. You know, they are always enemy of wool. सामने इसका you guys can see how beautiful it's looking like. All the way this row will go upward at this point, and after making, I think, these 2 or 3 inches, I will have to make more, and then I will decrease stitches and I will decrease under these stitches. This row will be sustained exact straight, but I will decrease stitching in this row of purl stitching. And from this side, the front side, which is purl, it looks like garter. So this is the method of knitting. These are 2 simple stitches. You can make your cap easily beautiful. Quite simple and easy method. Tomorrow I'll also upload stitches, casting stitches video. Everyone can avail, benefit and watch it. How you can make, you can see, sometimes you see that your cap is very stretched at the bottom, so it hurts the children head or forehead, but this way with 2 needles you can cast. Stitching is very good and easy. This is the best way to make casting your stitches. Thank you for 9 likes. Thank you so much. Although I held a session after a long time, but many people pay attention. It seems that people have interest in this winter to make some kind of good work of knitting or crocheting. Thank you for 10 likes who joined me. This is the best cardigan I also made my daughter cardigan, and it's looks very good fitted because of this stretchy pattern. If sometime it's loose, so this bulge make your cap or sweater quite beautiful and fitted, looks fitted. And if you have tightened, then you can stretch as much as you can. So always try this simple and easy pattern for your cardigan or for your cap, especially for caps. This is the best pattern, I think. Yes, think, no thinking. It's pretty sure. I made many caps with this pattern and all are very good. Thank you for 10 likes. When I will start decreasing, I will also do live session. Sorry. Although I don't started it in front of you, but I hope that I will finish it in front of you. Today I have told you that how I started and teach you how I cast stitches in the beginning and which kind of two types of stitches I am using to make this cap. You can make your own cap with these stitches. It's a very nice and the simplest way to make your cap. It looks very beautiful. It looks very beautiful and smart because it's always fitted on us every kind of size. It has stretching ability, so you can easily manage. For garter and for pearl. Those beginners who want to learn crochet, they can watch lesson number 1 and 2 on my channel. It will help them a lot. They can easily make their beginning stuff with the help of these stitches and lessons. Sorry for inconvenience. of sound. Thank you for 11 likes. I'm happy. Although I am doing this session after a long time, but many people join me and make my this live session successful. Thank you so much for your kindness, care, and for your time. Those who want to learn online, man to man, they can also message me. I will manage a time for them. Anyone who wants to learn knitting or crocheting online, they can join me. There are many good small videos on my channel you can learn, but if you are willingly to personally learn, you can approach me, okay? You can message anywhere on my channel, on my video, then I will approach you. Those 45 people, those who are watching, if someone wants to learn, they can message me. I can teach you online. If you don't make any mistake in making your pattern, so you will find that kind of exact your pattern like this. You can see there are no hump, no tangling, no hole. Your pull of hand should be the same. When you in the beginning learn to work cleanly, nicely, and you prefer to work each and every stitch should be neat, so do practice. Kindly watch how nice it's looking from close up. This is the right side, and this beautiful edging is just because we cast stitches with double yarn. Those who missed how I cast these beautiful method of casting these stitches, they should watch from the beginning, and I soon also upload video of how to cast stitches in knitting. Okay, thank you. Thank you for 12 likes. People come and go, but don't remember how they can like this live session. On the top bottom of your phone screen, there are three dots. When you click, then you find the option subscribe, like, dislike. Anything you want to do, you can do. Kindly use these three dots to like my session. Who is with me? Hello. Nice. 45 people are still watching. When I decided to leave the session, at once I find the many people are watching, so I quit my this decision. I want to keep going on my work. Thank you so much for your support, for your time, and especially good for those who are really interested to learn this knitting. Oh my God. Looking nice. Light is supporting, light is the life, I think. Light is supporting the pattern. Otherwise, the color is so dark. Time is night time, not a daytime, that I should avail the sunlight and do the good session, but the light is supporting very good way. Nice. Yeah. Mess grooves. Nice and difficult name, Mess grooves. From where you're watching? Mess grooves. Yes, this is knitting. I think I should do some kind of adding words in my channel DIY Crochet for Beginners, DIY Crochet and Knitting for Beginners. I think I should do little change on my channel name because people really wants to know some good tips about knitting when they watch some kind of live when I was working on the socks. People want to learn knitting. Those who join me, just they can watch from the beginning how they can start knitting by casting stitches good way on 2 needles and you can say sticks. From where you guys are watching, let me know. May I know your country, please? So it helps me to check the time zone, which time is good for you guys. Sticks are making sound on table because today I have changed my place. This is not my workplace because of intense cold. I keep my stand in my room and arrange to do this live session. I'm making a cap. Sorry. He used to make always waste. Sorry, I made the wrong. This was garter stitch I made pearl, so I have to untie it. I think this work is more elegant than crochet. I think. Although it takes a lot time than crochet, but it looks very elegant and little difficult, I think. But when you learn, everything is a just piece of a cake for you. Not as hard as you thought before from the beginning. Everything can be easier after doing practice. No one can judge or imagine that I started this knitting after my marriage. I have a son. Before 28 years before after my marriage, my first born was my son, and when the first winter took place. Then I started knitting the inner sweater for my son. At that time, I was don't know how to knit with little help, and I also keep watching on my mom that how she was knitted all house members sweaters. So I started under garments for my son, and at the end of at the place of neck I don't know how to make the neck, so my mother said me that do crochet little simple work, don't make knitted neck. But now I can make easily. We have to do focus and keep touch with the skill. And for every work, you should have to do practice. This is the right side, from where you can understand the right side. The right side, your edge is like this way, and the wrong side, although the pattern is the same, but the wrong side, your pattern will be from the edge like this way, and the right side, your edge is like this beautifully. It's just because of your casting stitches method is good with double yarn. It's looking nice. Okay, my dear friend, for today, I think it's enough. You can easily make your knitting stuff like this. It's a very good stitching pattern. Stretching, good way. You can make your cardigan, your caps with this method. These are 4 garter and 4 purl stitching. I will decrease at the top of the cap, so when I will do decreasing, I will again hold a session for you. Okay, my dear friends, goodbye till next live session. See you. Have a good days ahead. Okay, my dear. Goodbye and good night.